Hi Sharon, thanks for coming in today.
It's okay.
What I wanted to do was sort of go through your CV, find out a bit more about you and obviously what you're looking for.
Right.
Touch upon the type of role you're looking for and obviously the skills that you've got and how you want to sort of fit that into today's market really.
Okay.
So tell me a bit more about yourself and
Right.
your background really.
Okay, I've been living in Devon for 5 years now.
Yeah.
We moved down, my partner's a teacher, so we had a location, we could change location, so we picked a school down south. I'd been coming down here on holiday as a little child, so I knew the area. So at first I left school and went on a YTS, and then I worked at ITS for 7 years, and Severn Trent Laboratories bought them out. The company got made redundant, and then I moved to Fresenius Kabi in Runcorn.
Okay.
They're a pharmaceutical company, and I was their sales ledger legal for a few years, and then I did my AAT while I was there and qualified technician level. So they moved me over then so I could see the full picture to finance assistant then. I worked there for 5 years, and then that's when I left there because I moved location down
Wonderful.
south.
So Severn Trent Laboratories was basically your first role since
Yes.
doing your YTS, and you're with them in total, your first ever role for 9 years.
Yes.
So there's a lot of obviously commitment to that position.
Yeah.
Left there obviously to move to Kabi Limited and started off as a legal credit control and supervisor. Did that for 3 years and then went on to a financial accounting
Yes.
assistant. So 2 different roles within that company.
Totally, yes.
Left that position in 2004 to move to Devon, and you secured a position with National History Bookstore in
Yes,
Totnes as an accounts and dispatch supervisor. So tell me more about that position.
Right, I was only going to join for 3 months at first to get to know the area, and I would have liked to have moved around. But the general manager left. The manager who owns the business seen potential in me and asked would I stay to help him out run his business. So I said I'd stay for 12 months. So then I ran his dispatch for him. So I'd never done dispatch before in my life, so got straight in there, started packing up books, learnt the whole system from ground upwards, interviewed a lot of, we was using links then to dispatch our books and we was having a lot of problems. So I got some couriers in, did a few interviews with them, got some price plans, and I even changed the courier system to better for the company. I saved costs and it was more efficient. So that was really interesting for me to do. And then I did everything from making sure I had enough insurance with the amount of books he had on site, if they did exhibitions away, hired the vans, made sure he was covered for his insurance for that, looked after his company car, and really got involved with the whole company really in general. I really
And did you
enjoyed
enjoy
it.
that?
Yes, I did, yeah. It was a nice versatile role, so it was really good.
And what was your leaving salary there in 2006?
18 and a half.
18. Okay. So you moved on from there and secured a position with Unique Prepared Foods in
Yes.
Paignton, and you've been with them since 2006.
Yes.
And you're a sales receivable controller. Current salary is 22,000.
That's right, yeah.
Tell me more about your position and obviously your key duties within your role.
When I started there, I was sales ledger controller, and 2 big projects came up while I was there. And again, one of the managers seen what I could do and asked me to join his first project. So I was running that as well as sales ledger, which was a very busy sales ledger. I couldn't focus on it 100%, and they all knew that, the managers. And what we did was we moved our warehouse so it was closer to us. So again, it was cost efficient. So I had to learn all the order office duties, setting up all new master data because we lost all that then. So I set up all new prices, all new master data, anything like that came on site then. I learned all the schedulers, how to put the orders on. Then once that project was finished and wrapped up, we had a second project where we changed our systems from using SAP to Great Plains, and I headed that up for a full year. I went to all the workshops in like Gerrards Cross, I travelled to Northampton by myself, Minsterley, Evercreech, to our other sites, and we kept having workshops and we created the package, we created the sales ledger, what we needed and how we wanted it to look. And then at the very end, another manager came on board then, and we learned the whole site. We introduced it because we had to go into the warehouse, you had to go to the schedulers, and had to go into the commercial team as well. So we spread that out. I did a presentation to the commercial team. I know with the new system, what they need, what I required from them then for the new system, and it was really interesting. But when I was doing that, I was still running the sales ledger then, so it was a very busy role.
What was the most thing that you enjoyed about that position?
Just the versatility really. The company gave me a really good opportunity to do these projects as well as doing sales ledger, so it was really nice. But sales ledger alone was really versatile. It was completely different because of the type of customer base. Instead of at Fresenius Kabi, I had very small values with a lot of customers, over 400 customers just on my ledger, and we had 6 credit controllers. Where here it was just 6 companies, 6 blue chip companies such as Asda, Muller, so one account could hold 2 million just on one account. So it was completely different way of chasing debt in, because a lot of it was POD chasing. So it was a completely different side of sales ledger I'd ever seen before. So it was really enjoyable.
Lovely. And tell me why you're looking for a new position at the moment.
Right, the company now is getting made redundant. I would have stayed there. I was really happy. You know, plenty of scope for change. And we're all being made redundant now. The company's closing down, so I need to find a new role.
And what type of role are you looking for now? What would be your ideal position?
Again, I mean, I really enjoy out the whole finance group. I enjoy the sales ledger side and credit control side more. But there, I've just done a PA position for 3 months, covering for the managing director. And I really enjoy doing that, organising things for people, writing up agendas, looking after a diary, and just that versatility again, going back to admin, because I first started in admin when I very first started on the YTS, and I just really enjoyed doing all that organisation. That's quite a strong skill of mine, so it was quite nice to do that again, and a reminder that I like doing that side of things.
Wonderful. So apart from that and your organisational skills, what would you say your particular strengths?
Just picking up jobs really quickly. I mean, as well, with the redundancy, the company seen potentially kept me on till right at the end, because then you could pick up various roles. And now there's wages lady left, so straight away I've jumped in now, and I'm doing the time and attendance for them, paying all the weekly factory staff. And that is one of my strengths. You know, I can pick a job up, I don't need babysitting, I take total control, and that is one of my strong strengths.
Wonderful. And you're also AAT qualified?
Yes, I am.
And when did you qualify with your AAT?
Quite a while ago now, I think at least...
2002?
Yes.
Wonderful. And you've also got bookkeeping and accounts RSA,
yes,
and national vocational qualifications in business administration, Pitman's typing, etc.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And in terms of moving on, your availability, you're going to be available from the end of the month?
Yes, 30th of October is my last.
And what salary are you looking for, and what locations will you consider?
Right, I'm on a salary of 22,000 at the moment, but I know the current climate, it's not possible maybe to get that salary. So I would drop down to about 18 if I had to. And it seems a shame I've climbed the ladder now, but with the current market and the climate, I understand. And I would work in Totnes, Paynton, Torquay or Newton Abbot.
Wonderful, that's great. And in terms of yourself, really, what do you do outside of work? What's, you know, who's the person behind the CV? What's your hobbies and that sort of thing?
Right, when I first moved down here, we got into walking, which was quite nice, because we could walk to Goodrington without getting the bus. We just parked the car up, and just to get to know the area, so I really enjoy walking. And I've studied Tai Chi now for 2 years. So I've done martial arts is my background.
Oh, wonderful.
And I'm a first dan in martial arts, in karate. And then when I came down here, because I'm getting older, and it's a lot of pressure on the joints, I thought I'd go to a nicer martial arts, and I studied Tai Chi now for 2 years, so I really enjoy that. And I go to Rosemary Conley twice a week doing some exercise to try and keep healthy and strong.
Lovely, that's great. Well, thanks very much for your time, Sharon.
Thank you.
We'll end that there. Thank you.
Thanks.